Hello everyone, welcome back to RCH Builders. So this is that job that I showed y'all that Tyler was working on. Wanting to give y'all an update and let y'all see where it's at now. We've actually both been working out here in between doing other projects a little bit here and there. I've been helping him with a few things, of course. But last time you saw it, the end of the house was right here. And we've added on this 6 feet by roughly about 32 feet across. Poured the footers and a concrete slab on top of the footers. We've, of course, framed it. We've got our windows in and a door. And we have a basically like a shed or lean-to style roof coming off the existing house. This is like a temporary idea. They're planning maybe later on going all the way up. We still got to fix up there where the chimney was taken out, of course. But I'll go that way so you can see that side in a little bit. Another thing, really, as far as out here goes, the only real difference is we've got our line sets ran across for 2 of the mini split heads that are inside. There's going to be a third one. That one will be coming out roughly around here and probably come down and go across under the windows, and the unit will be mounted somewhere in this vicinity. We're not entirely exactly sure just yet where that will be. Another thing also that we will be doing is there will be not a dryer. It'll look like a dryer vent, basically kind of like that up there. You can barely see it. But, for the exhaust fan in the what was a half bath when I was talking to y'all last time about this, but has now been upgraded to a full bath with a shower. So here is, now I'll zoom out a little bit so you can kind of see it as an overall across the front. Nothing real fancy, but just letting you see. Anyways, kind of somewhat matches the way that the original part of the house was. One thing we did have to kind of do is over here, we kind of had a notch around this retaining wall and waterproof and all that kind of stuff behind there. And when we do the siding, we'll also be adding some flashing to help, again, divert the water away from here, even though we've already fully waterproofed it inside there, so it shouldn't be an issue. But at that case, it'll be full. This step right here was already here with the original, because there used to be an entrance here just way back up in there. So this step is already existing, but we added these 2. We got to take the forms off. We're going to need a stucco across here, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to just paint it with the white dry locks, just because then it'll help match the white stucco that they have all the way around this house concrete basement. But so here's our brand new door. As we walk in, it's somewhat similar to what it was. We've adjusted it a few here and there. So it used to be there was a really small door here, and we've opened that up. Gained, it's not necessarily a whole lot, but we have gained about 4 inches. And with how tight that was, that is a big difference, making it not look crowded in here. Right now we've got these little space heaters, and with the way that this is insulated in here, these space heaters, I got 3 of them. I've got one here, one there, and one in the back bedroom up there. They are keeping it, even though it has been, around 20 degrees and below, it has been very warm in here. So again, we've insulated it really well. This is on these here. This is a 2x6 wall across here. By code, it only need to be a 2x4 for a second story, but I prefer to go with 2x6 if there's going to be a second story on top. The top floor can be 2x4 just fine. But anyways, it's 2x6. This is also the same house where I did another video quite a few years ago about I think it was something like 15 electrical fails in a 5-foot span, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But anyways, the homeowner, he likes the rock wool insulation because it has a sound barrier aspect to it. But yeah, it's got a sound barrier aspect to it. So there is R15 rock wool behind this foam board and then the foam board in front of it. It's 2-inch thick foam board. I mean, you don't hear anything from outside at all. Also, because this is a basement apartment and they live upstairs, both for sound from here up to there and then vice versa to help cut it down, there is R30 rock wool insulation in all of the ceilings down here. And we have used, show you in here, we've used, it's basically like asphalt soundboard on underneath the joist, and then under that is the 1/2-inch sheetrock. This opening was here, but we have basically all we've done is kind of pretty it up. This is an extremely large living room. Now it is about 24 feet. I think it's like 23 feet this way. We've put in this mini split. That's where one of the lines coming out. And this direction, I think it's about, so that's 8 foot and then 5. So it's like 15, drawn like 13 feet. Either way, bigger than my living room, really nice. The addition was not for the living room, it was more for that other bedroom, which I'm gonna go back in there in a little bit. This goes out into the stairs to go upstairs and all that. We've framed the door open bigger. We'll come down here where you can see it better. So originally this was the door. It's like a little 2-foot door. So we've reframed this in line so we could put the sound barrier across here and everything. And we're going to put a 32-inch door in there. And it will be an exterior grade door since it's going from the apartment to the main house. Again, coming down through here, again, we added that wall there. This wall was already here. But this is the existing bathroom here, which we've removed a lot of the tile. The tile that has been left will be covered completely over when we use floor leveler, self-leveling floor leveler to kind of level this floor. Because this floor has close to a 4-inch dip from here to the middle and then back up again. Just something that was done originally when this used to be just a kind of workshop basement. But it's got a very small shower. Reed had to re-sheetrock the ceiling to be able to do the soundboard and all that. And the exhaust fan is the original, but have replaced it with a replacement louver to just make it look nice and prettier than it was. Into the smaller, used to be smaller back bedroom. Now it's going to probably be more of a study office. We again opened the doorway up to be able to put a 32-inch door in there. There's the other mini split that was coming across there. This looks a whole lot brighter and better just having the sheetrock versus the dark, really dark finishes that were in here. Made it seem like a dungeon almost with being in the basement. But there used to be shelving here. We took that out, kind of opens it up, makes it look a lot neater. Going back down through the hallway now. This here used to be, again, a nice small door. You can actually see the footprint there. And we've doubled this opening, which helps with this whole transition. It just makes it look way more open than it was. That's the other mini split that will be going in the front bedroom and the outdoor unit, and then along with line sets and covers for it. The kitchen is got a lot of stuff in it right now. There's just not much room, and I have been mudding in here. But this kitchen is pretty much done, other than the sheetrocking of it. The mudding, it's already mudded, hung and everything. So it's not a very big kitchen, but for a little apartment, it's decent size. This opening here, we're going to be putting this built-in. It's really just a wall pantry cabinet, but we're going to be sinking it in the wall like a built-in that the owners had bought and assembled for us to throw in there. Down through the hallway, we've got multiple lights. We've just got one in here temporarily for lighting. The ceilings are low in here. They're definitely under 8 feet. I think they're maybe like 7.5, roughly. You can see how small of a bit there is above the door. And then this is the second bedroom, the basically bedroom addition that we did the bump out for. Again, this is the last room because it was the one that was being altered the most. So we still got to hang the sheetrock in here and everything, but we've got all our answers on closet sizing and bathroom and everything. So decent little walk-in closet for a small little room here. This is roughly about 3.5 feet. You can put shelves there, and then there's a bump out, and I think it's like 5.5 feet here. So a lot of shelving for a little bitty room. And then trying to back it up a little bit. Then we got the little half bath. Now, due to the addition that was done, remodel was done upstairs, and the way that they did the plumbing, all of this was boxed down, and we're having to rebox it down. So the ceiling in here is actually going to be closer to 6'9". Really low ceiling in here. But using it to store our stuff. So there'll be a toilet there sitting this way. And then a vanity will be right here, pretty much as you go in the door. And then an addition that they added that wasn't supposed to be here originally is a walk-in shower, which is not big, but it is larger than that little tiny one at the end of the hall. And this is going to be a curbless handicap style shower, as far as the fact that when we did the drain here, we basically had to, because here's the original old sewer pipe, which we've changed. It was cast iron, but we had to cut down here to be able to do the toilet, and then when they decided to add the shower, we had to cut all the way across here and cut this big square out, and we've got the drain in there, and this has been re-poured with a pre-slope. So right now it's down about 2 inches right here, and then it slopes down to the drain for now, and then we'll be putting down our liner, and then doing our sand mix to actually slope it where it is completely curbless, no step. It'll just be smooth transition all the way down through there. I think the closet is roughly going to be about 46 inches, so just under 4 feet. And yeah, right around between 3.5 and 4 feet in either direction. So not really a whole lot, but it's a nice little addition for this little bitty, kind of little apartment. Certain things of it are small. Other things like this room are really big. Hope that y'all are having a great new year, and I'll see you the next time.